I was probably like 8, 9. And she used to send me to the corner store to get her cigarettes. Cool Filter King, longs.
Ain't no way.
I swear. Go around there and get my cigarettes. So I'm like, all right, I get the money. And go around there. As I'm walking around there, it's she lived on 35th in Kenwood. I used to have to walk to 36 in Capitol. So a whole block, I go around the corner, go the long way, go down there. Going in between there, you're going to see yellow tape. You're going to see niggas getting popped. See all type of shit. Get the cigarettes, come back like ain't nothing happened. So we was introduced to violence very early.
Man, you mentioned this multiple times about just the transition, like the shooting dice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know that, like you said, that can be an addiction.
Right.
And people can, like you said, make a lot of money, but lose just as much or even more.
Right.
At what age did you figure out it was a problem for you?
You want to know the truth? So my dad is a gambler. I remember the exact year. So I was older though. I was probably like 2000. What year was that? I don't know. I was a grown man. But one day I was in the backyard and I was in my neighborhood. These are people who grew up with me my entire life. And my dad was back there and we was all gambling. And I had one of my good partners with me. R.I.P. Boo, he dead now. He ended up getting killed later on that same summer.
R.I.P. to him, man.
And we gambling. And me and my dad, I don't know how we ended up shooting against each other, but we arguing and debating. So a play happened where I got a lot of money down. And I ended up getting beat. And I was so mad that I wanted to rob the whole dice game.
And your dad there.
Yeah, and my dude on the side of me, he like, I'm about to jack their ass. And I'm like, fuck it. And when I had that thought, that's when I knew shooting dice wasn't for me no more. Because I had a total disregard for whoever was out there.
And how much money did you lose for you to be thinking like that? Was it even worth it?
It was more the conversations that, the different people were saying.
Oh.
Then I'm arguing with my dad, so, this is some father-son shit, but outsiders is getting involved in the father and son shit, so, it's making me like 30 times madder at them because I can't do nothing to my dad. So he wasn't going to rob my dad, but everybody else could have got robbed. And we don't move like that in my hood. We was like a family, you feel me? So I started having thoughts that wasn't even the right type of thoughts, so I knew it was time to give it up.
But you say you were an adult by then, so
yeah, I was an adult.
Okay, but if you could just estimate like how much or guesstimate like how much you think you won off of gambling, how much you think you lost?
I lost more than I won. Yeah. I'm a guy like I'll pull up shooting with the little youngsters from the hood. We shooting for dollars and they got $10 and I'll lose $400.
Huh?
Yeah.
I thought you said you was good at it though.
I am good at it, but the shit don't mean nothing to me. Like, I'm gonna hustle. I get money hustling, so it was like for sport. I never was gambling for it was never my hustle.
Like to come up, yeah.
Yeah, it was more of a sport. So, like as you get older, you learn some people, this is what they do.
Exactly.
And then you learn I was a person who did it for sport.
Okay.
Like I just liked to do it, but I always banked on hustling, so it didn't even matter what I lose. I'm gonna get it right back any fucking way.
The reason I was asking you that, I was curious to know if there's any little game you could drop on the people who may be interested in gambling, not promoting gambling at all, but I'm just saying, is there an art to it?
Yeah, for some people, that's what I'm telling you. So some people that I'll be gambling with, this is what they do. Like it's arts to this shit, and then it's people who just hustle, and then it's people who don't even get involved in games that they can't win. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's levels to gambling, bro.
Can you break it down, man? I mean, so hold on. Cause
it's so when I was telling you earlier, when I go on a certain side of town, I know I can beat them because the gift, the gab, and the things I know that they don't know about the dice, the combinations of it. You feel me? It's people who really do this for bread and meat. And then there's some people who do this just for the sport of it.
It's like recreation.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know how to put it in specific words.
Yeah, I'm curious because it's like you just throwing dice.
Yeah, it's a gambling.
What's the, you know what I'm saying? Is it a certain way you supposed to roll them? You know what I'm saying?
It's certain combinations you can put on the dice, bro. Like some people do this shit. They know if you put this and this together, it's gonna roll out this.
For real?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's people who really, really do this, bro.
You know people like that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That make like bank rolls off of gambling?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's people who don't even shoot the dice. Feel me? It's levels to this shit, bro. It's levels to that shit. And I don't know. I just know my attitude, like what I had became in the streets and how I started thinking and shit. I just knew that shit wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you, yeah.
Nah, hell nah.
Like being a hustler, you know, they say not to, you know, use your own supply.
Right.
Did you ever fall into that?
What?
Like,
Getting high?
Like, so say if you sell, I don't know what you were selling. What was you selling? What were you?
I was selling fucking everything.
Everything.
Anything that made some money.
You talking about like hard? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
all of that green.
Yeah, anything that made some money.
Were you a smoker? Did you
Nah,
smoke? Did you shoot? I mean, you ain't do nothing. You ain't never fall in nothing.
I started like as I got
Popping
older, I started
pills
doing like lean and pills and shit. Yeah.
But but around like the coming of age years, like your teenage years and all of that, like you pretty much stayed clean.
Smoke weed.
But that's it.
Yeah.
And
Then I
made
stopped
money.
smoking weed. It made me too paranoid. So after I started doing so much shit in the streets, every time I smoked weed, it'd make me paranoid. So I stopped smoking that.
For you to be able to maintain that type of lifestyle successfully, you know what I'm saying, before you got caught up, and we get to that part, like what would be some of the keys to success, you know, as far as like being a good hustler and maintaining a good hustle?
Learn from people before you. So a lot of me not getting high was because I was surrounded by people who I seen fail from getting high. For a long time, I had never tried like pills and shit because some of my best friends used to get high off pills and then be slipping and get caught with drugs and guns and shit. So for a long time, I just watched other people and did exactly opposite the dumb shit that they did. So you feel me? When I see people getting so high they discombobulated and this happened, he gets shot. Or I see him get so high that he fell asleep and his sack was on him. The police get up on this car and find the sack. It's not hard to be like, I don't want to do that.
That's one thing. What about the money management?
Money's management come with time for some people. So I didn't really have no like person like over me, no big brother or, you know, like no OG who I really looked up to, like manage your money. Like as I told you, we were the young niggas, we controlled our shit. Our OGs were already in prison and shit. So money managed for me just came over time. It wasn't like do this and say this and hustle a little more than this. Some shit come with experience. A person can tell you something all fucking day, but you got to go down your path, you got to go down and get it.
No, cause so learning from people before you, or
Learning from people before me, that's what I personally did.
or learning from other people's mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big thing for you
Yeah.
as far as like being successful.
Yeah, hell yeah. Learning from other people what not to do and what to do. What worked for them, what didn't work for them.
Man, like, you know, with that type of lifestyle too, it can get violent.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It can get stressful. All of that, man. Like, when did you start encountering like those types of problems?
Right. When I was a little kid, I was experimenting violence. When I used to sit on the porch with my grandmother, the first time I really came in my neighborhood, 5 people got killed when I first even really started going over my grandmother's house. So my neighborhood was one of the first neighborhoods where like violence is taught to you. You get raised up on this. Like, this is how we get our point across. Don't never let nobody play you like this. If they do this. We were bred like this. It's certain secrets that we learned from my neighborhood that were passed down from gangsters before us.
No, for sure. So you said so from a youngster though.
Yeah.
Like, what about you personally though? Like, did you get into some crazy? Not nothing too crazy. I mean, but something you could, like a crazy story you can share. That's why. Hey, I had to think about how I want to word this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or something, you know. Go ahead.
Coming from our neighborhood, bro, you got to get down. Like, you got to get down. So that shit probably came like 15, 16. As soon as you really like, this is what I'm on. I'm going to be a hustler.
Ain't no turning back.
In our neighborhood, a gun come with that. Somebody play you like this, bust their ass. That's what you get taught. That's what you get bred. That's what you see. So I told you, I was 12. I used to be on the porch with my grandmother. This is before the weed and shit. This probably like right before it. This probably how she worked her way up. This was a whole different time. I was probably like 8, 9. And she used to send me to the corner store to get her cigarettes. Cool Filter King longs.
Ain't no way.
I swear. Go around there and get my cigarettes. So I'm like, all right, I get the money. And go around there. As I'm walking around there, she lived on 35th. Kenwood. I used to have to walk to 36 in Capitol. So a whole block. I go around the corner, go the long way. Go down there. Going in between there, you're going to see yellow tape. You're going to see niggas getting popped. See all type of shit. Get the cigarettes, come back like ain't nothing happened. So we was introduced to violence very early. Outside my grandmother's house on the corner, all the dope boys used to hang right outside her house on the corner.
Literally.
Yeah.
That didn't bother you or intimidate you?
Hell no.
You liked it?
I used to be looking out the window like, I'm going to be out there with them. Look how he's sagging his pants. He got on them Webbers. He got gold teeth. Wait till I get out there with him. He got a mouth full of dope. So this is when people used to put their packs in their mouth. Feel me? I used to be like, I'm gonna be just like them.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get outside with them.
So I'm not too familiar with the culture in Indianapolis when it comes to like that, but you got goals in my those permanent?
Yeah.
Like when did you first? You just mentioned like you seeing people with goals in their mouth. I'm thinking like that's a southern thing. You know
Nah, a lot of people think that. In the feds, they used to ask me, was I from Florida or somewhere? But nah, that's an Indianapolis thing. Indianapolis love gold teeth. And I think it's St. Louis love gold teeth. Like, that's where we go get our gold teeth from, St. Louis. So, it just...
When you first started putting the goals in your mouth?
I used to get snatch outs. I think I was probably a freshman. So, we all start young and get the ones you could pop out. And then once you start getting money, you get your permanents. It's like a badge of honor. As you level up, get your grills.
So that means something. So if somebody see you with those that's from Indianapolis, they can automatically assume something.
Hell
or is
yeah.
it a certain like little dicky fit or something you got on with it or something, or a certain type of jewelry? Oh, you got to feel your ass.
We dickied up, man.
Yeah.
That's my costumes out.
Just a quick, man. I mean, let them know what you rocking right now with the jewelry and all of that too, man.
AP, Rolly, Cubans. Bust down link. It's nothing, man. Nothing. Look, nothing.
You said it's a light day?
Yeah, it's applesauce to a boss. Yeah, this shit ain't nothing.
How much is that like on your wrist right there?
I ain't sure, bro.
You said an AP and a Rolly.
Yeah. I ain't even sure.
And you got the change too.
Should be coming out the streets. Buy from different niggas when they fuck up they pape. Some of it come from robberies. Buy from my little niggas when they hitting licks.
No, for sure.
Some of it come out the store.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
No, you always been in the jury too?
Yeah.
I know you mentioned the shoes.
Yeah.
You said you had the gold, so you always been in the jury too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Herringbone days. I used to have herringbone.
Man, he took it back.
Yeah, I used to have all that, bro.